students, welcome again. In this video tutorial, today we will revise important point of the some chapter of geography and history. Okay students, so this is the revision video, so we will complete some important points of this chapter. Okay, so you have to watch this video till the end, and I will give you some question in the end of this video, and you have to write these questions in your notebook. Okay students, so in first chapter of our environment we have completed all the important fact of this chapter, like what is environment. You all know that what is environment, and what are the components of the environment. So basically students, environment is our basic life support system. Okay, you know that what is environment is our basic life support system, and it provides the air we breathe, the water we drink, and the food we eat, and the lands where we live. So humans are modifying this natural environment. So the car fumes pollute the air, water is collected in port, food is served in vessel, and land is used to build factories. So human beings make cars, mills, factories, and manufacture containers. This is how human beings modify natural environment. Okay, so you all know that how human beings are modifying the natural environment. So students, in the next topic, this is also very important topic of this chapter, and that is component of environment. Okay, component of एनवायरनमेंट कि हमारे एनवायरनमेंट के कंपोनेंट क्या हैं, किन किन चीज़ों से मिलके हमारा एनवायरनमेंट बना है. सो देयर आर three components of our environment. You can see in this image there are three components, like natural, human made, and human. These are the three components of the environment. So one by one we will see them. What are natural component. Natural component में क्या क्या आ जाता है. Natural में आता है जैसे कि water, air, lands, lithosphere and living things. These are the natural component of the environment. Okay, क्योंकि ये हमारे नेचर में खुद से ही मिलती हैं, that's why they are called natural component. Okay, जैसे कि land हो गया या living things, ठीक है, which are made by nature. Okay, that is the natural component. Human made component means जो कि हमने बनाए हैं, humans के द्वारा बने हुए हैं, that is human made components, like buildings, parks, bridges, road, factories and monuments. Okay, these are some human made components. Okay, and human is also a component. Okay, so human, how human is a component of the nature, because individual, we are also a part of the nature. Our family, our community, our religion, our educational system, our economy and our political situations, these are the component of the nature. Okay, because human by the group of human beings, उन्हीं से ये सब चीज़ें बनती हैं. That's why they are in the human components. Okay, so one more important things of this chapter was biotic and abiotic. Biotic means the world of living organism, example plant and animal, they are called biotic. And abiotic means the world of non-living organism, example land and stones. Okay, so you can understand the difference between biotic and abiotic. Okay students, some next important word of this chapter was environment. Environment जो है वो फ्रेंच वर्ड से बना है, that is environner. इसका मीनिंग होता है neighborhood. So everything which is in our surrounding, and that is the part of our nature. Okay, so one more important thing was domains of the environment. What are the domains of our environment? So there in this figure you can see that there are four domains of our environment. First one is atmosphere, biosphere, lithosphere and hydrosphere. Hydrosphere is all the water bodies and the life in the water. Okay, so that is the hydrosphere. Biosphere means जो हमारा एयर का जो उसमें आ जाता है, that is the बायोस्फीयर। लिथोस्फीयर जो लैंड के ऊपर जो भी वर्क होता है या लैंड के ऊपर जो भी हम लोग करते हैं, दैट इज़ द लिथोस्फीयर। एंड एटमोसफेयर मीन्स इन सभी से मिलके जो हमारा चारों तरफ जो सर्कल बनता है, दैट इज़ आवर एटमोसफेयर। ओके, सो नाउ यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड दैट व्हाट इज़ एटमोसफेयर। ओके स्टूडेंट्स, next important topic is inside our earth. Students, I have seen that you are not answering clearly in our Zoom class. Okay, so it's hard to you to understand some questions, some answers, so I am going to explain the interior of the earth also in this video. Okay, so you can understand this in by this video tutorial. Okay, so interior, just like an onion, the earth is made up of several concentric layer with one inside another. Okay, this figure में दिख रहे हैं, like one layer inside another layer. Okay, so it is called the interior of the earth. So the uppermost layer of our earth surface is called the crust. Okay, you can see that जो सबसे ऊपर जो लेयर होती है, that is called the crust. Okay, इसे हम क्या बोलते हैं, that is the crust. Okay, and that is called the crust, and it is the thinnest of all the layers. सबसे पतली लेयर यही होती है, that is the thinnest layer of all the layers. Okay, and next one, इसकी हाइट, इसकी थिकनेस कितनी होती है, इट इज़ अबाउट 35 किलोमीटर, एंड ऑन द कंटिनेंटल मासेस and only 5 kilometer on the ocean floor. Okay, so the main minerals जो इसके ऊपर हमारे मिलते हैं, constituent of the continental mass are silica and aluminium. कौन से minerals हमें इसमें मिलते हैं, silica and aluminium. Okay, aluminium हमें इसमें मिलता है, and it is thus called Ciel and Mini. Just beneath the crust it is the mantle. इसके नीचे दूसरी लेयर जो होती है येलो कलर में शो हो रही, दिस इज द mantle. Okay, second layer, it is just beneath the crust, it is mantle, which is extended up to 2900 kilometer. इसकी thickness होती है 2900 किलोमीटर. ओके, ये इसकी थिकनेस है हमारे mantle की. ओके, सो दिस इज आवर mantle, and below the crust the innermost layer is the core. ओके, उसके बाद जो नेक्स्ट आती है मेंटल के बाद, दैट इज़ द कोर, आउटर कोर जिसको हम बोलते हैं, दैट इज़ द कोर विद द रेडियस ऑफ अबाउट 3500 किलोमीटर. कोर की रेडियस होती है अबाउट 3500 किलोमीटर. ये रहा 3500 किलोमीटर, दैट इज़ द कोर, 3500 किलोमीटर. ओके, एंड it is mainly made up of nickel and iron and called NiF. nickel and Fe iron के लिए होता है. So the central core has very high temperature and pressure. So the inner core is made of basically it is made of lava and other molten minerals. Okay, so students, in this was the interior of our earth, and in this chapter next important points of the chapter is how our rocks and minerals forms. Okay, so the earth crust is made up of various types of rock, and any natural masses of minerals matter that makes up the earth crust is called a rock, and rock can be different color, size and texture. ठीक है, so there are major types of rock: igneous rock and sedimentary rock and metamorphic rock. You know that. So when the molten magma how rocks form, you can understand this by this diagram. So when the molten magma comes out from the volcano, okay, so it becomes solid rocks, thus formed called igneous rocks. ठीक है, तो वो सॉलिड हो जाता है, दैट इज igneous rock बनते हैं उससे. एंड देयर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ igneous rock, इंटरसिव रॉक्स एंड एक्सटर्सिव रॉक्स. ओके, सो igneous rock को हम प्राइमरी रॉक्स भी बोलते हैं. ठीक है, igneous rocks also called primary rocks. ओके, सो टाइप्स ऑफ igneous rocks में हमारा यही है, दैट इज what is intrusive rock and what is extrusive rocks. Okay, so intrusive rocks means can you imagine lava coming from the volcano? You can see here in this picture lava coming from the volcanoes, and lava is actually fiery red molten magma coming out from the interior of the earth on its surface, and when its molten lava comes on the earth surface, it's rapidly cool down and become solid. जैसे ये बाहर आता है ये solid बन जाता है like this. okay, and it's become solid, and rocks formed in such a way on the crust are called extrusive igneous rocks. So जो बाहर आके जो वो सॉलिड हो जाता है दैट इज एक्सटर्सिव igneous rocks, यानी कि कूलिंग टाइम 2 months, तो मतलब बहुत ही जल्दी ये ठंडे हो जाते हैं, ठीक है, बाहर आते हैं ठंडे हो जाते हैं सेकेंड्स में या मंथ्स में, या ठीक है, तो इनका टेक्सचर जो होता है वो इनविजिबल एंड माइक्रोस्कोपिक ग्रेन्स जैसे होते हैं इनके टेक्सचर, ओके, सो दे आर द एक्सटर्सिव रॉक, इनको हम एक्सटर्सिव रॉक बोलते हैं, एंड दे हैव अ वेरी फाइन ग्रेन स्ट्रक्चर, for example basalt, and Deccan Plateau is made up of basalt rock. Sometime the molten magma cool down deep inside the earth, कई बार ये हमारी अर्थ के अंदर जाके कूल डाउन होता है, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड द इंटर्सिव रॉक्स, ओके, इनको ठंडा होने में काफ़ी टाइम लगता है, थाउजेंड्स ऑफ ईयर, लाइक इन दिस फिगर यू कैन सी दैट द लावा, मोल्टेड लावा इज़ कमिंग आउटसाइड ऑफ द अर्थ, एंड एक्सटर्सिव रॉक में तो वो बाहर आके ही डायरेक्ट कूल डाउन हो रहा है, इंटर्सिव रॉक्स में द मैग्मा जो है वो यहाँ अंदर से ही रह जा रहा है, एंड इट इज़ कूलिंग डाउन इनसाइड द अर्थ, ओके, so sometimes the molten magma cools down deep inside the earth crust, so solid rocks are so formed are called intrusive igneous rocks, and since they cool down slowly they formed large grains. Granite is an example of such a rock, okay, and grinding stones used to prepare paste, powder of spices and grains are made of granite. So rocks roll down, और फिर उसके बाद क्या होता है, दीज रॉक्स रोल डाउन एंड क्रैक एंड हिट ईच अदर एंड द ब्रोकन डाउन इनटू स्मॉल फ्रेगमेंट, एंड दीज स्मॉलर पार्टिकल आर कॉल्ड सेडिमेंट्स, क्योंकि वो टुकड़े होते हैं, दीज आर द सेडिमेंट्स, तो दे आर कॉल्ड सेडिमेंट्री रॉक्स, एंड दीज सेडिमेंट्स आर ट्रांसपोर्टेड एंड डिपोजिटेड बाय विंड, वाटर एक्सेट्रा, ओके, सो दीज लूज सेडिमेंट्स आर कंप्रेस्ड एंड हार्डन्ड to form layer of rocks. These types of rocks are called sedimentary rocks. For example, sandstone is made from grains of sand, okay, so now you can understand that what is metamorphic rocks. Metamorphism is a word from the Greek like meta to change and morph to shape. Metamorphism means the altering of rocks characteristic and mineral composition due to heat और प्रेशर और अदर एनवायरमेंटल फैक्टर, द चेंजिंग इज़ अ सॉलिड स्टेट, ठीक है, तो इसकी वजह से हमारे रॉक्स बनते हैं, दैट इज़ द, इसके एग्जांपल्स हैं हमारे, दैट इज़ ऑल्सो कॉल्ड द पेरेंट्स रॉक्स, इसके एग्जांपल हमारे लाइमस्टोन, क्ले स्टोन एंड ग्रेनाइट, ओके, सो द व्हाट इज़ द रॉक साइकिल, रॉक साइकिल्स को आप कैसे डिफाइन करेंगे, सो सबसे पहले igneous, in this is also you can see in your book also, सबसे पहले igneous rocks जो होते हैं वो when magma comes out it's cool, it's melting magma comes out, it's cool down and it's form igneous rocks, okay, then with the heat of pressures they are formed in metamorphic rocks and igneous rocks, okay, so and then by the winds and by the help of the water, okay, they change into some small pieces of the rocks, and that is called the rock sediments, because rocks roll down, cracks and hit each other and are broken down into small fragments, and these smaller particles are called sediments, जिससे कि क्या बनते हैं हमारे sediments बन जाते हैं, यानी कि ये सभी जब टूटते हैं तो these transform into sediments rock, okay, तो that is called the sedimentary rocks, okay, so how rocks are useful for us. Rocks are very useful to us. The hard rock are used to making roads, houses and buildings, and you use stones in many games, for example 7 stones, है ना, खेलते भी हम उनसे, तो there are 2 main monuments of India, like you can see here the Taj Mahal and the Red Fort. These are also made of very important type of rocks, like Red Fort is made of the red stone and Taj Mahal is made up of the white marble. So you will surprised to know that one type of rock change to another under certain condition, okay, तो जब condition के अंदर ये change होते हैं cyclic manner में, this process of transformation of the rock from one to another is known as the rock cycle, okay. So now you understand that how rocks are useful to us. There are some important rocks pictures you can see here. They looks very beautiful, like crystal quartz, basalt, breccia, biotic gens, fluorite. They are also used in jewelries, okay, granite, okay, conglomerate, marble, apatite, scoria, sandstone, and slate. Okay. Students, one more important topic I want to discuss with you is the map. History's chapter, tracing changes through 1,000 years. Okay, so students, the map of Al-Idrisi was also one of the important map of at that time. Okay, or here you can see that here you can see the map of Al-Idrisi, and and one picture also I have shown you. This is the picture of Al-Idrisi himself standing here. This is a statue of Al-Idrisi here. Al-Idrisi was a famous Arab cartographer, and at the time in the 70 in 100 1154, he was an Arab geographer and Al-Idrisi. So the section he used to make some maps which were very useful at that time, but very different from present time. Okay, so Al-Idrisi was an Arab geographer. Al-Idrisi, okay, so he used to make map very differently. And what is the difference between his map and the map we are using in present time? Because the map we are using present time is quite different from there, because these maps are totally his maps was totally upside down. Okay, how his map was completely different, because if we compare the two maps of present time and the map of Al-Idrisi, this is in your book, history book, you can see that the two maps are quite different even though they are the same area. In Al-Idrisi's map, South India is where we would accept to find North India, and Sri Lanka is the island at the top. Okay, so this was the difference between the Al-Idrisi's map. Now students, we will discuss some important question of this chapter. Okay, so in this PDF you can see that the question number 1, who was considered a foreigner in the past? So who was considered the foreigner in the past? The term foreigner, at that time the term foreigner was used in the past, and the term foreigner is used in the sense of a person who is not an Indian. अब तो हम इसलिए यूज़ करते हैं तो दैट फॉर दैट पर्सन हु इज़ नॉट इन इंडियन, एंड इन medieval period it was applied to any stranger who appeared say in a given village as some who was not a part of that society or culture. In this sense, forest dweller was also a foreigner for a city dweller, but two peasants living in the same village are not foreigners to each other, even though they may have had different religious and caste background. Okay, so in present time so we are using foreigner word for those person who are coming from the other countries, but in the ancient time people were using foreigner for that person who are coming from the different village. Okay, so you can understand that okay, how was considered a foreigner in the past. Okay, who was considered. Next is true and false. We do not find inscriptions for the period after 700, so that is false, because we have lots of inscriptions we are after which are after 700. Okay, so the Marathas asserted their political importance during this period, so this is also false. Okay, so forest dwellers were something pushed out of their land with the separate of agriculture settlement. Yes, that is right. So forest dweller were sometimes pushed out of their land because उनको अपने land से हटना पड़ता था for the agricultural work, because kings and the farmers used to occupy their lands for the agricultural purpose. Okay, next is Sultan Ghayasuddin Balban controlled Assam, Manipur and Kashmir. This is also false. Okay, next is fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks. Archives are place where we keep manuscripts, that is archives. Okay, Dash was the 14th century chronicler, so means Jiyauddin Barani was the 14th century chronicler. Okay, dash 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 and dash were some of the crops introduced into subcontinent during this period. तो potatoes, corn, chilies, corn यहाँ पे corn आएगा, corn, chilies, tea and coffees. Okay, so potato, corn, chilies, tea and coffee were some of the crops introduced in the subcontinent during this period. Next question is list some of the technological changes associated with this period. So answer is some of the technological changes associated with this periods are Persian wheel in irrigation, spinning wheel and firearms in combat. Okay, तो ये कुछ जो है वो टेक्नोलॉजिकल चेंज हुए थे जो टाइम्स के थे. Next question, what were some of the major religious development during this period? So major religious development, some of the major significant religious development occur in Hinduism: the worship of new deities, the construction of temples by royal and growing importance of Brahmins, the priest as dominant group in society were the new changes. I have also explained these things in the previous videos, and this PDF is also sent in your student portal. So I am just explaining the answers of the question again for you, and you can also rewrite these revision work in your notebook. Okay, they were in Sanskrit languages, and they were patronized by the emperors. The idea of bhakti emerged among people, and the merchant and migrants brought with them the teaching of Quran and the holy book of Muslim. In what way was the meaning of the term Hindustan changed over the centuries? The meaning of the term Hindustan has changed, बहुत बार change हुआ है, so it has changed a lot of time over centuries. तो first आप देखते हैं in the 13th century Minhaj Siraj used the term Hindustan to mean area of Punjab, Haryana and land between Ganga and Yamuna. पहले सिर्फ इतने ही land के लिए ये term use होता था. He used this term in a political sense, and that were a part of the dominion of the Delhi Sultanate, and the term never includes South India. In the 16th century, poet Barber used the term Hindustan to describe the geography, the fauna and the culture of the inhabitants of the subcontinent. In 14th century, poet Amir Khusro used the term Hind in the same sense as Barber did in the 16th century. So Hindustan did not carry the political and national meaning as the term India does today. Okay, so how were the affairs of Jati regulated? Students, you also know the answer of this question. Jati systems were also there in India, and Jati formed their own rules and regulation. So there was an assembly of elders called Jati Panchayat. Okay, so it enforced the rulers and regulations. Jatis were also directed to follow the rules of the villagers. Several villages were governed by chieftains. These were some important questions, students. So you have to write these questions in your notebook.